Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 169 of the Splashcast Monday Night Raw. I'm your co-host, Reggie.
I'm your co-host, Norwood. We are our powers combined, your HBCU homeboys. Welcome to the party. Please grab a seat, please grab a drink, and please enjoy yourself.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all come on in, settle down, get a beverage. Y'all know what it is when it comes to episode 169 of the Splashcast Monday Night Raw. We do HBCU news around the culture, followed by football and it's NCAA and NFL, then basketball. If you're tuning into the audio experience or you're tuning into the rebroadcast that comes out on Thursdays, go back and listen to the pregame that came out on Wednesday where we talked about FIFA 2034. Norwood made some interesting comments. We talked about people eating horse meat. And prayers for Randy Moss.
Sold by the co-host, my boy.
Hey, man.
Reggie.
Hey, man. Stand on it. Stand on it, brother. With that being said, we're going to dive right into...
We should have started the pod with my pony if that dude's going to eat the horse.
No, that's a different... I'm not trying to set that type of mood when you're talking about eating horse. Heck no.
My pony. That boy didn't have no saddle neither, boy. Wild, crazy kid.
Few things we're going to talk about. Let's start out with the Bayou Classic. Southern University defeats Grambling University for the fourth time. It's not on the list.
Trick bag. Oh, we'll get... No. Okay. I'm rocking with you. We'll get to what I'm gonna get to for sure. Even with your hat on, you can't duck that.
What, Georgia?
Yeah.
What am I ducking?
Yeah, y'all took a loss this weekend.
No, we didn't. We won.
Georgia took a loss this weekend. Your football team may have won. Your women's basketball team took a stomping from the Pirates.
Yeah, okay. I'm going for Hampton on that one. What? Shut up. I ain't worried about that. I thought you, man, please. This is a football.
I celebrate all Georgia loss. I don't care if they lose debate team.
Oh, you know you're having a rough season. You're having a rough football season.
Of America, whoever loses, whatever Georgia loses at, I'm happy about. I'm thrilled.
This is a football hat. I don't really care about all that other. But with that being said, Bayou Classic Southern won. They defeated Grambling 24-14, I believe. In a hard fought game. Your boy, I don't know if he got hurt he did. He hurt his shoulder during the season. The quarterback for Grambling. That was preseason all SWAC.
Miles Crawley.
He hurt his shoulder during the season, and he has not been the same ever since. He looked absolutely dreadful. Now, shout out to Southern, though, because they do have one of the best defenses in the SWAC. They ended up winning 24-14. FAMU also played Alabama A&M, and Alabama State played Tuskegee 34-6. Alabama State and 28-20 FAM. But the real talk about is Southern. They finished 8-1 in the SWAC. Really 8-2, but because of that weird stat that they don't count the game versus Jackson State, whatever. But we ain't gonna worry about it. And they get to go to the SWAC championship to rematch with Jackson State. And I believe it's gonna be a good game because Southern's defense is for real. I think they had co-defensive player of the week was Sakelby Givens. He had a bunch of tackles. He ended up having 3 sacks and 2 tackles for loss against Grambling. He was literally unblockable. So shout out to Southern. And shout out to TC Taylor for Jackson State. He ended up being named 2024 SWAC Football Coach of the Year.
Congratulations.
Well deserved. He took what Dion gave him and not only kept it going, but they look like they are better than ever. So shout out to TC
And it's
Taylor.
difficult to transition and take over another coach's situation, especially with that many eyes, that much, notoriety, etc. And you got to take basically what but he gave you a run with it. Now, I do want to give Dion credit because TC was his pick, and it seems like he's picked an excellent successor. The program hasn't dropped off. And for that, I gotta give you respect. If I can complain about certain things, then I can definitely come back and say, hey, impressed. Congratulations, Jackson State continues to just get it done.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So at the Bayou Classic, you did have the Battle of the Bands. Southern, I heard one of the more impressive songs. And the thing about HBCU bands in general is how they can take songs that were just made or released and turn them into compositions very quickly. And Gramblin's band actually played Whacked Out Murals during the Bayou Classic Battle of the Bands, which is huge. If you ever have a chance to go and you want to learn about HBCU culture, one of the first places you should go is the Bayou Classic, or any classic, really. Any Howard Hampton, Grambling Southern, FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, North Carolina Central, North Carolina A&T.
So many good elite bands, and all this means is that in 2 or 3 weeks, Ohio State will steal this, and then that'll be it.
Or LSU or all them schools that's next to black schools steal them. LSU, Florida State, North Carolina, all them schools. We know y'all bought our swag
for sure.
It was actually pretty fire. If you have a chance, go to Complex Music. Actually covered it along with all of our other HBCU bands, HBCU everything. Buzz, everything covered this. It was pretty fire,
and it's exciting.
Shout out to Drake.
See, yes, I mean, yeah. Without him, I mean, none of this is possible. But I also like where rap is right now. Where I think that when music producers are making music now, a large portion of things that they're considering, and a lot of them have said it is, including Tyler,
the creator.
I want this to be played by HBCU bands. That means a lot to me. And, just a musical interpretation, it puts a different spin on your music, and it gives more life and legs to your music. So to see the relevance, to see, just people being truly tapped in is amazing. And yeah, we just love to see it, man. Unless you're Drake. Like, you cannot love to see that.
Dancing on your grave, big dog. Dancing on your grave. Speaking of dancing on your grave, the Hampton University Pirates participated in what we thought was a money game. The money game.
We got paid.
Hampton played the University of Georgia's women's basketball team. Hampton's women's basketball team played the University of Georgia's women's basketball team, and it was supposed to be a blowout. Everybody picked Georgia to win, and then this happened in overtime. First off, Hampton got them to overtime, which once you get a team to overtime, anything can happen. And I was like, I actually went back and watched the highlights of this game. It's not like they came back. This was a game that was close the whole game, and
Hampton game the entire time.
And Hampton ended up hitting the game-winning shot to beat Georgia after a steal with 1 second left. They hit the floater off the backboard, and Hampton upsets the University of Georgia in Athens, 76-74. Hampton University upsets University of Georgia.
Oh, man, nothing brings me more joy than watching Georgia lose and letting them lose to the Hampton Pirates. Thank you, Georgia, for sending us this money. No, I hate the University of Georgia as a cumulative group. Everything. I hate it. Like, how can you talk about Drake? I feel about 76-74. L after L after L. Get every L that you can. And congratulations. Let's not bury the lead. Congratulations to the Pirates, the women's basketball team. Massive win, unexpected win, and thank you for bringing me joy. You are appreciated.
For whatever reason, on the live, your video's not there. But
they hating.
But you're recording though. I can see you, so it is what it is. Y'all let us know if Norwood ever comes back. Maybe you should turn your camera off and turn it back on. Yeah, I mean, you there on my computer. But anyway, shout out to Hampton. They're winning. They won 76-74. Oh Lord, Norwood. I don't know what's going on with your camera, bro. Moving on. Morgan, a black-owned hair care product, Mielle becomes NIL partners with Hampton. They're contributing $200,000 and establishing a $100,000 endowed scholarship through the Mielle Cares Foundation, their philanthropic arm to support student athletes. The partnership is led by also includes WNBA-led mentorship program promoting leadership on and off the court. So shout out to Mielle and Hampton University. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, the first thing I like is the fact that we just won this game at the University of Georgia. You have to feel a lot more, you sign this partnership and then they go beat somebody. That you're going to see the return on your investment almost immediately. So this is well timed, and I'm excited for the NIL partnerships. We talk about SMU every week and how important that NIL is to your success and or failure, and to see them sign this, and specifically a hair care partner when you're dealing with women athletes. There's so much opportunity for that. This is exceptional, and we need more. And if there's another Black hair care product company, pick another school. Y'all know how I feel about it.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that. Go ahead. I'm glad you said that.
There should be a strategic partnership between every HBCU. They should be sponsored by some hair care, every type of anything that you can have. It just makes too much sense.
Past the hair care, every HBCU should be sponsored by Black businesses. Even if you have a collective where you have 10 businesses come together and be an NIL collective and they put in $100 a month. $100 a month is $1,000. Is $1,000 between 10 businesses, right? That's $12,000 that you could contribute to an HBCU right then and there. I should write that down. Hey man, Black businesses and HBCU should work hand in hand. Recycle the money. That's how you get ahead. Recycle the money. Hell, well, no, not gonna say that.
And these are the same people you expect to use your product in the first place, right?
You expect them to. What, you was about to say something? We gonna move on.
I was about to say something crazy.
We gonna move on. Morgan State beat Howard for
the Hampton whole football team in do-rags capes out.
Why not? Do it.
I mean,
Bow Wow slipping. I'd have been sponsored somebody with all them do-rags.
Yeah.
Clark, Spellman.
Yeah.
Why not?
There's just it's way too many kind of low-hanging fruit things where the smaller businesses can be seen, and at the same time, it doesn't take a massive contribution to make a big influence. Because you're right, 10 businesses, $100, $1,000, $12,000. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a player right now that if you had an extra $12,000, especially at the HBCU level, that's a game changer.
100%. 100%. And when y'all hear this, make sure y'all give us credit. And we take NIL too. Yeah. We perform it.
Yeah. I got a name, an image, and y'all like this.
So, moving on, man. Shout out to Howard. We laugh at you because Howard lost to Morgan 35-21 in the first win against Howard since 2016, i.e. 8 years. Shout out to Morgan, man.
Yes, congratulations on Morgan. We have kind of talked about them all season, having all the MEAC preseason All-Americans, and then their season not really going the way that they thought it was. I did think that them and Howard were pretty balanced teams, and I was wrong. Morgan State is better. Shout out to Howard for losing. Congratulations.
What's surprising about this win is Morgan State put up this many points, 35-21. Morgan State was considered a defensive team this year. They weren't supposed to score this many points. And Howard was the one that had the all defense last year and they're supposed to have the all MEAC defensive squad this year. So to allow 35 points to
Howard
Morgan
was kind
is
of
crazy.
disappointed. I think the Howard was kind of disappointed in the way the season went and just kind of packed it in too early.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Nope.
Gotta have momentum for next year. You heard what Coach Prime said.
Yep.
Be
like Norvell.
Yep. Man, look. Virginia Union, bro. We've been telling y'all about Virginia Union all year. They won the CIAA. They have been dominant all year. They went up and beat Lenoir Rhine in the second round of the playoffs. Right. I thought this was going to be a close game. They beat them 44-12. 44-12.
For the people in the back.
44 to 10 plus 2.
Hey, I was going to say you hate to see it, but in fact, do not. Get out there playing, you will get whooped. They play Valdosta next. Valdosta is the number 1 team in the FCS. So it's going to be a tough game, but at the end of the day, you want the opportunity to play against the best to prove that you are the best. We are in full support of Virginia Union, and we would love to see them walk out of there with a big W. Boy, that would mean so much to HBCU football, and it would mean the world to their program for sure.
Man, and not only would it mean the world to their program, which is already kind of like booming, it would I hope that the coaches stay, or at least they put in place, kind of like, you got to give it to Dion, have in place the succession plan. If you can have that in place, you will be fantastic. So shout out to Virginia Union. Shout out to CIAA. Moving on, man. Tennessee State head coach Eddie George. First, before we talk about that, clap it up for Tennessee State. Their season came to an end against Montana. They lost in the first round against Montana. Montana was the runner-up to the national champions of the FCS. They were in the championship game last year, and Tennessee State gave them all that they could handle. The wheels kind of fell off at the end because you started playing out of character because your season, you start doing kind of wild trick plays and all of that. But for the first 3 quarters, Tennessee State and Montana were neck and neck. Tennessee State really had a chance to win this game. And I think they just ran out of gas. And they playing up there in Montana. It's cold. I don't care. I know Nashville get cold too, but it don't get Montana cold. So shout out to Eddie George in Tennessee State. And of course, you can see it right here for those in the audio experience. He was named the Big South OVC Coach of the Year, Ohio Valley Conference Big South. I think they combined and they're trying to come up with a name, if I'm not mistaken. So he was named the Big South Ohio and Ohio Valley Conference Coach of the Year. Warranted. We told you they won their conference last week. They told you that they won the conference for the first time in like 10 years. So shout out to Eddie George, man.
When did he get to Tennessee State?
3 years ago. He got there around the same time that Dion was leaving. Might have been 4 years ago. No, it's 3 years ago.
Okay,
3 years ago.
2021 season, 3-3 in the conference, 5-6. 2022, 2-3 in the conference, 4-7. 2023, 1-3 in the conference, 6-5. And then this year, they dipped on me. Hold on. I can't find it now. I can't find it 2024. I'm trying to see what they did this year. This year, excuse me, they only lost 1, 2, 9-3. Yeah, 9-3. So he's turned this program which was like not good program to a mediocre program to 9-3.
Mm-hmm. And
in a very
expanded his
tough,
reach in the expanding his reach too with the land grants and everything.
And yeah, they lost to UT Martin. Shout out to Russ. That's his squad. Tennessee Tech and North Dakota State, which everybody knows is the Alabama of FCS or Georgia of FCS, whatever you want to call it. They are the guys.
Yeah, they are cooking.
So yeah, I mean, congratulations. This is an excellent program. I just wish they marketed it better. This is a win for HBCU football in a massive way.
Definitely is. Going to the other end of the spectrum. As of last Tuesday, the SWAC has officially concluded its investigation into allegations regarding Jackson State University's unauthorized usage of practice film from the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Basically, they were saying that they got like it said in the caption, unauthorized, or they got illegal tapes, and they were looking at tapes of Arkansas Pine Bluff that were not sanctioned to be used for scouting for the game. Jackson State ended up winning that game big. Personally, we know that it wouldn't have really mattered, but you can't be the Patriots, man. You can't cheat. Definitely got to play right. And apparently they concluded it in Jackson State. I guess they concluded that they didn't cheat, or at least they're going to close the investigation, one or the other.
Yeah, that's the thing is, don't Houston asterisk yourself. Your team is good enough to just win. No need when you can just win to cheat, because then it's always going to put what you did into some level of questionability. And y'all just better team than Pine Bluff by leaps and bounds.
Way better. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We're going to get to it now. We're going to get to it. You know, we've been polite. We made sure we cover everybody in HBCU. We got to get to this NCAA football.
Put your dukes up.
Man, I hope y'all fight. Y'all stay tuned. We will be right back. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share the link. Send somebody, tell them come kick it with us. We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Until next time.
What should they do? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Be it, boy.